It was the year of 1974. Summer had come to the island of Sodor. The engines enjoy this time of year when people from other countries would spend their time seeing the marvelous sights on the island. The railway is always very busy with holidaymakers traveling to and fro. The weather is also very hot, and in that year, this would lead to some trouble. One morning, the Fat Controller came to the sheds. "The weather is going to be very hot over the next 3 weeks," he announced. "You can all pull your trains, but I urge you not to puff too hard." "What do you mean, sir?" asked Thomas. "You are all steam engines. When you travel in hot weather, your fires create sparks that can fly out of your funnel, which then sets fire to any dry surface in the countryside," explained the Fat Controller. "That is a risk that I don't want to take, so those of you who are pulling passengers will need a banker engine." "Banker engine?" huffed James. "So I have to have Edward push me along the line? Surely he has his own work to think about." "No, James," said the Fat Controller. "Diesels will be helping you from the back of your train. And if you start making sparks, you must let them take your trains all the rest of the way. They have less chance of causing any fires." The engines weren't too keen on this idea. They all had trouble with some diesels in the past. Later, at Knapford Station, Gordon was waiting for his coaches to be arranged. He was cross over the Fat Controller's announcement about diesels coming to help. "It's very undignified," he grumbled. "Diesels are rude and dirty." Except for Boko. But there's still others, which are nothing but trouble, trying to replace us steam engines. "Oh well, I don't need to worry, because I don't..." Just then, he heard a horn. It came from a diesel. It was D7101, now known as Bear. He is a friendly and hard-working diesel just like Boko. He is great friends with Henry, who helped him after an incident when he first arrived on Sodor in 1967. "What are you doing here?" huffed Gordon. "The Fat Controller sent me to help you with the express," said Bear. Gordon spluttered. "What?" "Don't worry, but I am a helpful engine, especially when it comes to pushing trains. When they need it," smiled Bear. Gordon was now crosser. "What's the matter, Gordon?" asked Thomas. "I've been given a diesel to push my train as well," complained Gordon. "It's Bear." "Oh," puffed Thomas. "Well, that's all right. Bear isn't like any other diesel that is devious. Give him a chance." But Gordon didn't listen. "I won't have that diesel push my train. He will only steal it from me and make me useless," he thought. "If I puff quickly along the line, I'll show him that I can be just as good as him." As Gordon's train left, Thomas prepared for his journey. If I'm given a diesel to work with me, let's hope. But before he could finish, he saw Harry from the scrapyard arrive to the yard. Hello? He oiled. I've been sent to do work with you that you're not strong enough to do on your own. Ha ha! Useless engine. On the journey, Gordon sped along the line. The sun was very hot, and he was feeling a little tired. Mustn't stop, he puffed. Have to keep going. Be careful, Gordon, called Bear. You don't want to go too fast. Gordon didn't listen. He just continued to go faster. Hurry, hurry, hurry! Later at Wellsworth Station, Bear spoke to Gordon. You must be careful not to go too fast, he said. I'm here to help you work safely in this weather. No, you're not, argued Gordon. You're here to try and take my train away. The train that gives me pride. I don't even need help from a diesel. You're all nothing but trouble. I'm pulling this train by myself now. You can just go back to shunting as the newfangled goods engine you are. And with that, the shunter uncoupled Bear and Gordon set off again without him. Bear felt sad and hurt by Gordon's rude remarks. Soon, Gordon approached Gordon's hill. As he began to puff towards the top, there was trouble. Gordon puffed so hard that his boiler began to feel hot. Then out of his funnel popped hundreds of sparks. They landed to the ground next to the line. The grass was dry everywhere on the hill. The sparks lit up the ground, covering it in a layer of fire. The fire began to spread across the hill. Gordon's driver saw this and stopped the train. What's going on? Asked Gordon impatiently. There's a fire on the ground, and it's spreading fast, called the driver. He was right. The fire started spreading to the bottom as well. In front of Gordon was part of the track where a few roots of grass had grown as well. The fire spread onto the tracks too. Perishing pistons! Cried Gordon. He reversed down the hill, but the guard put the brakes on. The fire had already reached the bottom track before Gordon and his train. He was trapped. Help! He called. Just then, Bear arrived pulling a water tanker. He saw Gordon was in danger. I must help him, he cried. His driver pulled out a hosepipe and attached it to the tanker's cap. Then he spread the water across the fire behind Gordon. Reverse away, quickly! Bear shouted to Gordon. The fire behind you has been dampened down! Gordon heard Bear and puffed down the hill as fast as he could. Soon, the fire brigade arrived and helped to put down the rest of the fire on the hill. Gordon was glad to be out of that danger, and Bear was glad he was safe. Are you all right? He asked. Yes, replied Gordon. I am. Thank you for rescuing me, Bear. That's all right, smiled Bear. After you left, I was given the job of delivering the water in this tanker to the next station, so that engines could fill up. But now I've used it all, taking down that fire. Gordon felt terrible. Now no engine can fill up there, he grunted. Bear, I've said some horrible things to you, and I'm ashamed for it. I'm very sorry. I also should have listened to you and accepted your help with the express. Then we wouldn't have lost that water. Gordon sighed. I can't continue without any more water, Bear. I need your help now. Please, can you help me to take the express? Bear smiled. I'd be happy to, he answered. So for the rest of the journey, Bear pulled the express along the main line with Gordon coupled behind him. The train was late because of the fire, so Bear went as quickly as he could to make up for lost time. When they arrived at Crovan's Gate, he shunted Gordon into a siding. The Fat Controller arrived to see Gordon. He was cross. Gordon, I disapprove of your behaviour today, he said severely. You went very fast in the hot weather and caused a fire on the hill. I'm sorry, sir, replied Gordon. For the next 3 weeks, Bear will pull the express and you will shunt trucks in the yard. The Fat Controller added. Yes, sir, said Gordon. I think Bear will like that, sir. He has pulled the express today, and he deserves to have a turn after his heroism. Indeed, Bear, you are a really useful engine. Thank you, sir, said Bear. I'd be delighted. For the next 3 weeks, Bear pulled the express for Gordon. And everyone had a splendid ride along the line with him. Soon, it began to rain by the time the 3rd week had passed. Then all of the steam engines went back to doing their jobs on their own again. Gordon arrived at Knapford and spoke to Bear. How did the express treat you? He asked. It was wonderful, thank you, replied Bear. I had a good run through the countryside, showing the holidaymakers the sights. But I can't wait to get back to my usual jobs. Gordon smiled. Well, you know, you're welcome to help pull my train anytime. I used to think that diesels like you were troublesome, but now I see that you are a useful engine. Very useful indeed. Bear was very happy. He and Gordon now help each other any time they can, and have been firm friends ever since. Oh, grease and oil. Can't get moving. Oh dear. Must have been from staying out in the rain all night. Your engine isn't working properly. We steam engines don't have those problems, you know. We are much more useful than you dirty diesels. Oh, Thomas, you cheeky engine.